alaikum. I'm architect Ramiz Baig. I graduated from the Indus Valley School of Art and Architecture in 2002. For the past 10 years, I've been running my own architectural practice here in Karachi. We mostly focus on residences, and up till now we've built close to about 100 residential projects. Talking about residences, it's probably the most personal project that an architect does. And why I still love, even after all these years, I still love designing houses for my clients is because not only do you get to meet new people that way and you make new friends along the process, but you also get to fulfill somebody's dream. And that is such a challenge as well as such a unique responsibility on your shoulders. Okay, a client will come to you with what they've been thinking, what their house should be like for a very long time, and then they put that trust into you. So taking on that responsibility, taking on that challenge is something that I cherish, and it's a lovely process where we take the house from the drawing stage, from paper to in 3D in real life. I personally feel that when you hire an architect, especially when you hire an architect for a house, your personal time is very important. There's a reason why somebody has chosen you. There is a reason why they've come to you, and then you have to give that back. You have to respect that decision, and then you have to give that back to the client. I sometimes feel that I give a lot of time to my clients, maybe more than what is contractually liable on. But that's part of the process. That's what makes it fun. You actually watch a house grow, and then in the end you deliver it to the client. I sometimes joke around that architecture, especially for residences, is like being a surrogate mother, where you are actually raising somebody else's child, and in the end you just hand over the keys to them. One of the weirdest things that happens to an architect, I'm sure my other architect friends would agree, is when you have to ring the bell to go to your project. That's when it hits you, when it's complete and you showed up one day, all of a sudden the gate is locked, the door is locked, and you, for the first time in the last 1 year, 1.5 years, ring the bell and you introduce yourself and you say, "Okay, may I come in?" So that's always like a nice threshold where your job here is done, and now you move on to the next one. Karachi, difficult place to work in terms of durability because of the corrosive nature of the sea and of the weather, the atmosphere generally. We have struggled. If you take a drive down, say, from all the way where Indus Valley is, and then you drive all the way down across village, that stretch of 3-4 kilometers, you see a lot of deterioration which from the impact of the sea, and majority of the material that we have seen being used here has failed. So that's where more natural materials, I guess, have fared the best, or simpler materials like just having fair face concrete or just textured plaster. Even plaster, where we add a little bit of fiber and that strengthens it and that holds it all together, that has shown better results. Of course, cladding with natural materials like stone, that has shown good results. But it has to be done sensitively. It has to be done properly, with due regard to the fact that this is a tough part of town to actually work in. So apart from architectural practice, what keeps me busy are like two organizations which are very dear to me. One is, of course, my alma mater, the Indus Valley School of Art and Architecture. Stay very involved with them. I've been very fortunate and blessed to have been only the second alumni to be elected to the Board of Governors. So that's the position that I hold at the moment. And it's the duty on every alumni really to give back in however way they can back to the school, who are so responsible in making you who you are right now. The other organization, of course, is the Institute of Architects Pakistan. Through the Institute of Architects Pakistan, Currently, I'm involved with Architects Regional Council Asia. I'm the current honorary secretary of that 21 member institute organization. 21 member institute meaning that there are 21 countries of Asia. Most of the countries east of Pakistan forming the westernmost border of Asia. So yes, it's a very exciting assignment. It sees me travel to most parts of Asia as part of our commitment to dealing with architectural issues ranging from education to heritage to professional practice to social responsibility and to promoting the role of young architects in the region. So it keeps me busy and it keeps me occupied in that regard. Well, our relationship with Ressichem goes as far back as my practice has been over slightly over 10 years. We've always found them to be a very responsible organization. And what I love most about the fact, I remember that one IPEX where they had taken their entire back wall when they had recently brought their plastered application machine. And I remember they had taken their entire wall, it was about 100 feet long or something, and they were applying different textures, and the audience loved it, because one always assumed and always has seen over the years for plastering of a building to be a very tedious, cumbersome, time-absorbing process. And they did it so well, mechanized, you could see that there was not as much waste. So that was very interesting, and for that to happen by a Pakistani company, made it that much more rewarding to see as a convener of that IPEX. So Ressichem is coming up with premix plaster, which will be delivered to your site ready for application in whatever color the architect and the client has chosen. So your finish comes packaged just like a product. Other than that, we've got very high quality adhesives which are available. We spoke about the corrosive environment and how even though you can have a very high quality stone product but if it's not attached to the building properly, it will fall down. And apart from it being a problem, it's also very dangerous for these buildings to have panels falling. So the quality of the adhesive is very important. Only positive things to say about Ressichem. I like the fact that they come to you and then they are engaged with you in the project. So it's fun taking it through with them. If this is, for an architect, it's important that your vision is being explained very clearly to the manufacturer, to the fabricator. So I found them to be very good in that respect, that whatever I've envisioned and that very quickly gets translated into samples, and then from that stage it gets very quickly transferred onto site. And I look forward to having this working relationship with them continue into the future. Thank you.